So what's going on in Greenland?
Well, Greenland is a very sort of visual example of what's going on in climate change and sea level rise. And so we went there and just saw how fast Greenland itself is melting. You can see the icebergs just calving off in real time, no pun intended. And it's insane how fast it's melting. And if it fully melts, it's about 22 to 23 feet of sea level rise, which means the majority of the world's cities will be underwater.
Now I can hear conservatives out there saying, but yeah, it's called Greenland.
Right. Yes. But the
Trump card, what do you say to that?
Well, it's interesting because when I talked to the scientists who were involved, and actually one of the climatologists at NASA, I said, what's happening here? Trying to make some sense of it, and they were saying, well, if we cut emissions by 80%, we might have a chance of slowing it down. But it will continue for the next 500 to 1,000 years. And I said, wait a minute, I don't understand. When did we decide this? I didn't know this, And, well, no, it's the consensus. I mean, the scientists know that's to be true. And I said, well, people don't know that here because people don't know, yes, Greenland is going to melt. Yes, the sea tables are going to rise by 20 feet. We just don't know if it's going to be 500 years, 100 years, or 50 years.
Right. But what I know from reading the paper is that almost every headline or the first or second paragraph includes some form of the idea worse than scientists had ever thought.
Correct, yeah. We're 60 years ahead of the worst case scenarios of only 5 years ago. The IPCC report just came out, and we're 60 years ahead of worst case scenarios. If it continues, and we don't cut emissions, which we're not, we're actually increasing emissions, then we're heading towards a catastrophic, cataclysmic ecological disaster.